Hi, this is Mark, back again for another video with QM Kung Fu, continuing our book review series. So we're going to go through and look at some more Wing Chun Kung Fu books and review them and discuss the pros and the cons. So we're going to come back and we're going to be looking at this book today, Wing Chun Kung Fu, The Wooden Dummy, by our man Sifu Shaun Rawcliffe again. So I've reviewed his other book, Simply Wing Chun, which is simply the best Wing Chun book and that you should definitely buy if you buy one Wing Chun book. I have nothing but good things to say about this one. This is also an excellent book, but not quite as good, would basically be my one. So the other one gets a full 5 out of 5 stars. This is 4.5, you know, 4 3/4. It's a good book. But it's not the perfect book like the last one was, basically. Basically this is the one all about the wooden man form. So it's got a short forward and acknowledgements and all that jazz. Then it kind of barrels straight into the introduction about the wooden dummy form and its history. Very strong, very good section on that, very well written, looking at all the different bits of the lineage, etc., and where it came, and you know who did what with it, and how they changed over time. So really interesting. I love all that stuff, you know. So I love martial arts history. So really nice section, but not too long. I think about 15-20 pages on there, and then essentially the entire core of the book, and it's a reasonable length book. It's not full of. It has got stilled colour photographs in it. This one, but it's not jam packed. He's sort of retained his clear technical style with key points repeated and key sections taken out and highlighted. So it spends a lot of time doing that. Now the big change here is, which he discusses in the book. He says, I can't get all the details right in the line diagrams with the drawing thousands of pictures of the wooden man and another person. So I've gone with clearly presented colour photographs, stills basically. The stills are good, they're good quality, and they line up with the material that he's talking about, with the text. Most of the time you don't have to do too much of the, this horrible thing where in some books where you're like looking at one page and then you've got to flick back and read and then look at the picture. So it's pretty well put together from that point. He's obviously thought very carefully about it, and it was a difficult decision for him to make. I wish that he had done that in line diagrams. I just really wish they were so effective in the first book, and even the very well put together photographs and matching the panels to the explanation, I feel is not as effective as just the line diagrams that he had before. But I completely understand why drawing 400 line diagram pictures with the wooden man would be a Herculaneum task and difficult, and maybe not even as clear. So I think he's done the best. He's made the best possible decision, but it's just a shame. So that we don't have this perfectly illustrated, clear, concise line diagram wooden man book. If you're an artist out there, who's very good at this, and loves Wing Chun, just go and hunt this guy down, and just say, look, I will draw all these pictures for you, because I think all the martial arts community would love, the Wing Chun community would love to see, that book done up in that way. So, but anyway, that's the vast majority of it, and again, it's impeccable in the way that he approaches it. Each section is clearly broken down, key points are repeated, key principles are pulled out and discussed. And it's very clear and technically sound. Then the next section is he's got a lineage map and a bit of discussion, but sort of conclusion and some of that stuff. That's fine, all good, all nice to have. There's a really nice little end section. There's about 4 pages at the end, where he's got all of the Wing Chun maxims or training phrases, or sort of 4, 6, 8 character phrases. And I think that's just a really great little thing to throw in, a little bonus that he chucks in at the end there. I've made a bunch of videos about them. I'll put the links up, but I think these are so important because there's nothing similar to the Tai Chi classics for Wing Chun. There's no manual of discursive writing. They're just a series of short phrases, and they are absolutely instrumental to your training. Really nice that he just sort of throws those in there at the end, just in the sort of Cantonese pinyin form, without tones, and then just with the English translations next to them. Not a lot of discussion or anything like that. Just there you are. Have a ponder. So that's very good. And then just to polish off, the book is written to a very high standard with excellent glossary, index, all that kind of stuff. Done very professionally, as his other book is. So very, very good there. So it's probably the second best Wing Chun book that I've read. Debatable. There are a few other very good ones. But it very, very highly recommend if you're studying the Wooden Man. I don't think I've found a better book yet. So Wing Chun Kung Fu, The Wooden Dummy. It's very, very good. It's just not as good as his masterpiece. So we can't always get 5-star every time. But very, very good book, and I very much recommend it. Good. Ponder hard. Think about your training, but also put the hours in. Train hard, guys, and see you next time.